Aloha Friday and welcome back to the Maui Hot List Houlihan.
It is happy Aloha Friday. Man, just weather, just craziness on Maui. It's like gorgeous. Today's gray, headed into a potentially rainy Super Bowl weekend. Big surf on the way too.
Very, very long journey. 6 hours to LA, 3 hours on the tarmac in LA, and 16 hours in the air from LA to Hong Kong. But I'm back. It only took like 30 something hours. And then I sent you some pictures when I got back. I mean, it was just beautiful yesterday. Blue skies, ocean.
Welcome you home.
Yeah, but
Seduce
I'm
you
just
back.
sitting by the beach. I'm like, we got like, half-inch waves coming into the shore. I'm like, it's a little bit different than DT Fleming's the other day.
Dude, there are some bombs coming through there.
It is just a different world.
I love to feel so small when it's big like that. It's so fun, man. Dude, I'm a little, I can tell we're in escrow because I'm feeling it. You know what I mean? This first 2 weeks, it's just like so much going on, and we're in home inspections, and there's words like mold being tossed around and leaks. And yeah, I love it. I love being in it. It is stressful, but I'm a weirdo. And it's always funny though, right? Because we try to explain to people, man, this first 2 weeks is just going to be crazy. It's like drinking from a fire hose. Title going to want you to fill out stuff. We're going to send you condo docs. You only got a limited time to review those. Get your earnest deposit in. Let's go inspect this guy here. Let's get general contractors in there. And then after the 2 weeks, what happens? It just goes
Feels like we
quiet
broke
again.
up.
Just goes quiet again, right? Quiet, and then a little action for the closing. And you know what, dude? That is what it feels. It feels like a weird breakup whenever escrow closes. It kind of feels like, you know what? I'm breaking up with a girlfriend that I really am cool with, and we like each other, but we're just going to go separate spots. I know what it feels like,
But it's sort of a distancing. Once you get past like the J1 home inspection contingency, then it just feels like a bit of distancing for the next 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks, depending on how long the escrow is. Because there's just not a lot going on, and we send the weekly updates, and the first couple weeks is a whole laundry list of things that both sides got to do, and then that middle ground is like, okay, we're just waiting for closing. Basically, we're waiting for underwriter if there's a finance deal, and if it's a cash deal, we're just like, well, I don't know why we need 45 days. We're just sitting here twiddling our thumbs for the next few weeks.
so
And
true.
you just never know what's going to happen. You threw on your janitorial clothes today. You're mopping up a leak, and you're
Yeah, people
trying to
think
figure out what's going on there.
people think we're Scooter McDuck over here, just counting our chips, just cash and commission checks. That's what we do as realtors. It's a lot more mopping and dump runs than you'd know. It's a lot of stashing stuff in garages because clients don't have storage, and that's just part of the game,
Lots of
man.
extra stuff. Like,
Yeah,
hey, going through inventory, like, oh, there's all kinds of stuff in the closet. Just throw it away or give it away or
right.
do something with it. We don't want it. So it's
Maybe
there's a lot going on my end. I'm just constantly texting back and forth with the client, emails. Hey, check out this. Hey, look at this. What about this? Confirm this. Hey, sign this. Do this. Send this to the other side. I mean, it is just a flurry of things going on. So we just wanted to
it
bring that
is.
kind of behind the scenes, that transparency to your awareness, to show you that, hey, once there's an accepted offer, either on the sale of your property or for the purchase of the property that you want, that sometimes things don't go as imagined.
And that's where you have to have a mindset. Like my mindset always is awesome. I mean, I love going into escrow. I love the feeling of, oh my goodness, we got this one in. And yet I always remind us, right? This is an opportunity for us to get a closing. We may not want this to have a closing if we're representing a buyer. We may need to get them out of there. And, that's why whenever I'm representing the buy side, I'm always looking for opportunities to extend their contingencies, right? Like we noticed that
Yes.
there's a seller's disclosure and they forgot to answer a question. And per the
Oops.
contract, this is now an amended seller's disclosure. So it adds an additional day. And that's what I want to do. And then when I'm representing the seller, I just want to burn through all the contingencies and solidify this thing, man. That's what I'm doing, right?
Bro, we're
So,
just throwing everything at them the first 2
that's right.
days. Here's your
That's right.
seller's disclosure. Here's your condo docs. Here's this.
That's
Here's that.
it.
Here's this. Check off all the days. Let's get this thing done as quick as possible. So
That's
it's a
how we
little bit of a
operate.
difference from one side to the other.
It really, really is. It's completely the Uber opposite almost. So, yeah, that's it. That's what we do.
Times
Advocacy.
of fun and adventures.
Yes, sir.
What's going on with Coconut Wireless? Anything we need to be aware of?
I'm hearing some stuff about Honuakai.
Oh,
Yeah, one of our clients is
Disneyland.
kind of kind of sharing some stuff. So let's think about it. So when was Hanukkah completed? Right? They did sales, they blew it out. I want to say 2004, 2005. Pre-sales just sold the place out. And I want to say completion around 2006, 2007, two towers there. And then 2019, they did Luana Gardens, right? But when you reflect about that, how long are major systems typically good for, like air conditioning, different
15,
things,
20
right?
years, maybe.
So there we are. Hearing that maybe it leads to, just like what we're watching with Papakea, what we watched happen with Mahana. When you're doing big fixes, sometimes it requires that we shut down certain units for certain periods of time. Guess what you're not doing when you're shutting down your unit? You're not making money, right?
No rentals.
So that's it. So you still pay maintenance fees, and that's what's maintaining it, but you're just not bringing any money. And so, yeah, it feels like we are definitely in that time. We're watching it happen. Papakea, Mahana, Napili Shores. I mean, you've got some big, big special assessments out there. And yet, this is what it's like to own condos. Condos force you to maintain your property. Whereas, I mean, I've been in, my family, for example. I mean, I've been in some stuff where it's like, wow, you never maintain this, you never update it. And guess what? You saved money during this whole time that you owned it. You didn't pay anything to do that. And guess when you're going to pay for it? You're going to pay for it right now when we sell this thing with the money that you don't get because it isn't updated and it's not, right? Now you're going to have to take a hit because it's an as-is sale, etc. It's just the thing with condos. It forces you to do these things, whereas homes, a lot of time you're making that choice.
So, I mean, something to think about as you're looking at potentially buying something. If it's close to the 20-year mark, I mean, as we look at all these things, the 20-year mark, the 40-year mark, the 60-year mark, it seems to be kind of when the major systems, the spalling, the plumbing, all these sorts of things. So, I mean, if you're getting close to buying something around that mark, then might be a good idea just to think twice about it, to dig into it, to ask what has been completed, performed, that sort of thing. And then, as usual, try to get involved after some of those things are done.
That's it.
But that's also the risk reward too, right? Once those things are done, then people ask for a premium price as well. But if they're kind
There
of
it is.
on the radar or in the future, then people are willing to negotiate and discount a little more to try to get it out of their hands into your hands.
Well, people perceive deals differently, right? I mean, for some people, picking up a fixer-upper, allowing them maybe to control cost or remodel, etc., that to them is attractive. That's a deal. For other people, maybe just walking into it, looking at it, going, yep, I would have done exactly this. I'll take it. They don't spend the time, the money, the stress. They just walk in and buy the place completely done, right? People look at deals in different ways.
That's it. That's what we're always going to hound here on the show. It's
Yeah.
a unique experience, individual to you. There's not one of you listening that's going to be exactly the same as another listener. And that's just life.
Agreed. Let's see what's in the market, shall we?
Let's go. I'm seeing some interesting things today, Johnny. I've seen a few deals. Give me a second.
I mean, I'm
here.
definitely reading in the news that, nationwide, I'm getting some stuff from lenders and they're talking about how buyers are coming back with a vengeance and all this kind of stuff. So that's what's happening nationwide. Yeah. I don't like nationwide markets.
Yeah, and I mean, it's kind of interesting. I've seen a few situations where there's some kind of above ask offers and acceptances. So
I've
there's
noticed,
no
I've
rhyme or
seen,
reason to this market.
there isn't. I've seen occasionally where people priced high, they do a reduction, and then all of a sudden they're able to sell above that second price they reduced to because competition came in. So yeah, it's a confusing one right now because it's so uncertain.
Makes it very, very interesting.
Wow, that is the Masters.
We're used to seeing everything 2-bedroom, everything at like $1.5 million, Johnny. So you see
I know.
879.9, you're like, whoa.
It really did catch my attention. But, I mean, they're basically asking, I'm seeing a lot of them hit the 2 bedrooms at $1.8 million. I don't know if they'll sell that way. I'm thinking this Masters is probably more around the $1.5 million for a 2 bedroom these days. 79 caught my attention, but now I'm kind of reviewing it. I don't know. I mean, they started out at 888, so they're just doing these little smaller incremental reductions. They did not replace the kitchen cabinets, and they kept the countertops and that tiny tile. So some
I mean, what an
updates.
interesting design choice in 1989, 1990 to create countertops like this and cabinets. I mean, it just seems
Well, I'm
so
looking at
old
my
school at this
kitchen
point.
right now, Danny. I mean, seriously, you want to see the same version there? I mean,
Like, whose
yeah.
idea was that?
That was the 80s. That was the 80s
This is
there,
so
Daniel.
cool. I mean, what was the intention behind it?
Remember the clothes we were wearing? I remember
Some of
remember I
those are
had
coming
really
back around though.
dude, I remember when I thought bell bottoms were the solution to my giant feet and my skinny legs. It could hide them. All
It says
right.
900 square feet. I mean, 1,200 a month in fees. If you don't quite need the 2 bedroom, maybe it makes sense. This one's definitely going to need some updating prior to enjoying.
Yep. So this one here, very interesting. Across the street from the ocean, we're looking at multiple dwellings. The seller actually have plans to continue to develop this property, and the price will go up. Something that I found that's interesting is that this particular seller is open to seller financing. So just a quick blurb, seller financing typically works this way. It's usually done for a short period of time, 1 to 5 years. It's typically interest only, and it typically requires a significant down payment of 30% or more. And the deed does not transfer over to you, the buyer, until you pay off the seller, get your own note. So typically it's just used more as like a bridge loan, if you would, or a certain period of time before somebody can do something that they want. So that's how that works there. How big is my Ohana on this guy here, Danny?
Yeah,
Wow,
two
look at
one,
that.
600 square feet.
Take a look at the details. How is it rented? Does it say anything about that that's helpful for us? Like,
So
is it,
it's
so,
owned
so we got a,
photovoltaic.
yep,
They
built in
wanted to build
07.
an extra 3 bedroom.
All right, so we're a 5 bedroom, 3 bath house and a 2 bedroom, 1 bath Ohana. And there it is. Offer multiple units and plenty of parking. So I'm going to say that the 5-3 is probably split up a bit. So multiple rental opportunities. I swear this guy owned the next door one as well.
I think so, yeah.
Yep, that's
I
that.
just
If you like
it
surfing,
feels a bit DIY inside, Johnny. I'm seeing like so many different types of materials, colors, styles. Like every room is a different.
yeah, that happens with DIY, doesn't it? Got a wife looking at magazines. Wailuku, man, look at that one. This looks like, what is this? Wailuku Country Estates? Is
Country
that where we're at?
estates. Yeah.
There
Look
we
at that.
go.
That is a stunning photo.
I mean, this is a fat house. This is 6,600 square feet with a detached Ohana, 2.12 acres, right there on the entrance of Iao Valley. This is a really cool community. Really, it was built for agriculture. Used to get like a weird kind of break if you did dry land taro. We've got two types of taro here. One thing to note about Wailuku Country Estates is that there is no CPR condominium property regime allowed. Wow, there are a bunch of colors in this guy here.
Why does it seem like every property in Wailuku Country Estates just has kind of an interesting vibe? I mean, you got red
Every time
kitchen, you
when I
got
see red,
yellow
I think
here.
Asian. I think feng shui. That's where my head goes.
Dude, look
Whoa,
at
is that
that.
an indoor
Indoor
pool?
pool,
What the haymaker?
gym, basketball.
I want to say, did this one come back on the market? No, there was one that fell apart though. And this one is up at the top, man. This is good. I mean,
Great
yeah.
location. There's some really cool pieces of it. There's some other parts that are head scratching.
I
Might want to
swear I saw
update, but
multiple kitchens going through here too.
just
So
20 years ago, that's the design has changed a lot in a short amount of time. But look at that compound,
it, that's it, guys. That is it.
and you do have
Views,
1,000 square
views,
feet in the
views.
Ohana, so pretty cool.
That's it. Look at the privacy with all those pines. What is this here in Wailuku? Is this same place or where are we at here?
Cliffs at Kahakaloa, a little
Wow.
deeper in.
So, guys, Wailuku is a gigantic zip code. It encompasses Ma'alaya. It'll take you almost to Kaukaloa. So, what we got here is a 2 bedroom, 2 bath, 1,000 square feet on 2.84 acres.
It's the cottage.
What is the zoning there? Does it happen to tell us? Are we ag? I don't know.
Designed as a private retreat.
Hmm. This is definitely fortress of solitude lifestyle out there. Kaukaloa is about, I mean, I'd say, what are you, 10 minutes from Kapalua? It does get funky
Maybe
in
20.
this, maybe 20. So it gets funky as you drive out here, guys. Goes to one lane. You got school buses coming. But like I said, fortress of solitude lifestyle, great views. If you want serenity, that's it.
Let's show them where you're at. Oh yeah, you're
Yeah.
pretty. You're definitely at
There it
least
is.
you're probably closer to 30 minutes from Kapalua there.
There you go.
A little bit closer to
Say hi to
Country
my brother
Estates.
Russ. Say hi to my brother Russ at Kaukaloa Pu'uone Gardens. Look at this, Danny. Wow, that's a great front picture in terms of setting it off at the gardens there.
I don't
Yeah,
see many of
well
these come
done.
up.
No, 1 bedroom, 1 bath, 370,000. Small maintenance fee of 451. Looks like good
Small.
condition.
440 square feet. That is
It's
pretty small.
tiny. Pu'uone Gardens. Is this over by Mount Thomas and all those?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's on Leo Liho.
Yep. There we go. Harbor View, gang.
Also, quiet community. Like I said, I don't see
Yep.
many of these come up too much. So
First time home buyer, gang. That's how you get started right there.
there's a
Sets your
lot of these
budget.
coming up for sale recently, Johnny. These
Yeah,
Waipuilan.
Waipuilan. Why is it? Is it on Bill
Not
Nye?
sure. I mean, these were the ones that
Waipuilani's,
it was
yeah, it's always
always like
an
30-day
outlier.
rentals. Yeah.
Exactly. 30-day minimum. Another funkiness is no lanais on a lot of these, a lot of jealousies, a little funky on the floor plans, but
Yeah.
yeah,
This one walk right out though. This one
there
is a
you
winner. You
go. There you
stroll right
go.
out to the beach there.
Gambo.
Front row. So it looks vacant. Someone
Got an
remodeled it.
AC. They
Apparently
did.
this year they remodeled, well, last year they remodeled it. Still got the
Okay.
original dishwasher from 1970 in there.
I think this needs to get down to the eights. That's my thoughts.
Yeah, well, they're coming out 949, so we will see about that, Johnny.
Indeed.
I mean, the other ones are not selling in there that are similar but higher floors. Those are in the eights.
Bro, I was just talking to our home inspector yesterday. Guy moved out here in I think it was the 80s with his family. And he was just talking about how, man, he was a fish out of the water. Guys are talking pigeon to him. He's like, I don't understand what you're saying. But he said that they started off at Haleonaloa. That's where they're living.
Rad.
Yeah.
And here you have it,
So,
Haleonaloa.
one, yeah, I remember when we sold ours in the sevens. This one's got a bit of a better view there up on top. We've seen deals here at 499 in the Wayback Building. Does have some trophy units just beyond the pool that you don't really see. They're kind of in the dirt there, right in the front. So that's the
Right there.
scoop, Haleonaloa. Yep. Hale's house. I don't know what
625. I don't
Ono.
know.
Yeah, Hale's house. Ono is delicious. Loa, I forget. So anyway.
Delicious house.
That's it. Oh, contingent escrow canceling. Danny, how far have we fallen at Pacific Shores, bro?
I mean,
549 out
these
the
didn't go
gates.
too crazy, but they were probably eights for a
That's what I
two-bedroom
want to
in
say.
the high point.
Yeah.
I mean, so interesting play here, Johnny. I mean, you're in the back building. These still have rentability till 2031. So 549,000 for a two-bed. Make it
So
a rental for a few
this
years.
compared,
And come on over.
give me your opinion, this over Kihei Shores, which one would you be in? Kind of a location play on Kihei Shores, but this is a lot more bang for what I'm seeing similar
I
values
mean, your
over there.
location's pretty solid here too. You're Charlie Young across the street, and then Cam 1 is just a little ways down. So, I mean, it's not Cam 3, but Cam 1 and Charlie Young, pretty solid. Got some restaurants nearby.
Yeah. 840, not
No,
bad for and this is a nice unit here, man, for Pacific Shores. I got to give it to them. B building.
very nice looking unit.
There you go.
Yeah, I mean, not really views, your parking lot vibes, but
I mean, I'm looking at these as residential options now, second home options, right? I mean, it's on Bill
840
9.
for your fees, also not terrible.
Well, so this could make that great hybrid opportunity that we talk about, right? Let's say maybe somebody's preparing to retire because we see that a lot. Sometimes we see people where it's like, okay, now I'm retired, now I'm going to go shopping. But we've definitely worked with a lot of people where it's like, I'm buying now because I'm retiring later, right? So you got until 2031, is that correct? South Shore to
2030.
do, as long as Bill 9 continues to work itself and stay where it is, you'd have until 2031. So you got about 5 years to vacation rent, but you're buying it at a price that I would say is very similar to what you would expect for a residential two-bedroom, just in a nicer location across the street from Charlie Young Beach. That's how you could play this. Or local people just buy it and live in a place with a ton of amenities and have a great day.
And I think now that they
Tender.
canceled escrow, I mean, there might be some chance to throw them an offer. I mean, they want to get
Well,
that thing done.
so what do we see happen typically with when it comes back to the market, right? The smart agents always hit it with a price reduction because people's heads always go, I'm going to ask the question if I'm representing the buyer, tell me about what happened when it fell out of escrow. And then you don't get the full story, but you watch their faces and then you kind of discern, right? It's always no
That's it.
fault of the seller.
No fault.
All righty. 25 days in, man. Price these right. People will buy them.
I mean, just look at how pretty that looks.
Is that Wailea Kai? Where are we at?
Kilo.
Kialoa.
Moved. Good price. Moved.
Hawaii. Okay. Wailuku action. Where is this?
Kind
Are
of
we looking-
surprised about this one, but
Happy Valley, huh? Okay.
I mean,
What'd they
decent
start
looking
at?
house.
What'd they start at before 949?
$1,000,003 was kind of crazy.
Well, maybe they did that on purpose. They created their own value as they reduced. Maybe they did it like Black Friday. Like I hear that, dude. I hear like Macy's, for example, they have certain items that, you know, they just reduce at Black Friday and you think you're getting a deal, but that's what they want to sell them for.
Interesting.
Well played.
Well played.
949.
Yeah,
Keeley
another one
Highway.
kind of down the road from that, so
Yeah. 6 days in, somebody's already gobbling that guy up.
decent
So this
spot.
is what, Waiahu-ish? Waihehe?
Well, hey,
Definitely heading down the road. That's by like Hawaiian Homes and all that, huh?
yes,
Finally, this guy. Tired of looking at you, Ohina Street. What'd you bring? What'd you get, Ohina? How much?
$1,000,000.
Bruh, so they priced it and they got $1 over? $100 over?
Got $100 over in the end, so
There you go. Little competition, maybe.
probably where they should have started, but
Kaimalu. Oh, started at 2.4, boosted it up 200. One of those cool ones that had the pool in
got
front.
a little plunge pool.
Guy
But
says,
there
I
you go.
don't pay
You're
full
about
price.
you're about 2.6 for a condo, Kaimalu, $2,000 a month in fees, $24,000 a year in fees. You've seen the Kealoha, also 2.6, and you got a house.
So Kaimalu a little deeper into Wailea, but still Wailea. There you go. Different options, man.
Different options.
Yep. Heilani Gardens. Man, 69 for a 2.2. What did it bring, Danny?
630.
30. Did they get the cowhide rug in the deal? That's what I want to know.
I mean,
This one's cute.
It seems like they squeezed pretty good out of that. 630. for
Heilani
these.
Gardens holds, man. It does. That's an original kitchen for sure. Wow,
The
man. These
jail
guys are
doesn't slow
Makawa.
people down.
The Ekolu, Wailea Ekolu, 1, 2, 74 days in, goes into escrow. How quickly after 1124, Danny? About a week or so. Bingo, bango. And then it brought 980 once again. Everything's a suggestion,
close.
guys. Auhana Road. I'm in Kihei, kind of in the middle of Kihei, coming down Kalama-ish, yeah?
Yeah.
Little
Front
action,
house, back
bruh.
house. Yeah,
Bruh.
51,000.
People fought over
asking.
it. Man. And it appraised, or they came out of pocket because they had a loan.
Kind of interesting.
Wow. Little outlier on Century Lockbox. Okay. Mehana. I was like, man, is that like a big tractor? No, that's the entrance. So this was dirt. I don't know why.
Dirt.
Okay. 1,282. Yeah, little scrabble there, man. Paid 32 over cash.
Yeah, so we're seeing a few of those today where they're a little above asking price.
Yep. Land you're typically going to buy with cash. I mean, you can go through credit unions, typically higher interest rates, interest only for a short period of time. Banks are always assuming that you're going to do a construction loan. And that's what they want to go for. Haumana, we saw this guy here. It was a foreclosure. REO stands for real estate owned or banked owned. Foreclosures you buy at the courthouse steps. This guy brought 850 though, huh? There it is.
The monies.
Cash? Gotta be cash.
All cash.
Okay, there you go.
Straight cash, homie. So,
well,
the lesson for the day is the first 2 weeks are madness, Johnny.
They are. They always are. Very, very intense. Feel like you're drinking from a fire hose. And then when it stops, it just feels odd. Just is what it is. And
there you have it. Be sure to check out the deal of the week yesterday. 3 beds in Kihei for under $600,000. It is a deal. And what else you got for him, John?
Well, dude, it's happy Super Bowl Sunday, Danny.
Hey!
I'm really impressed by the New England Patriots quarterback. I think he's a solid human. He's crushing. That's my thoughts.
That's your team. I think most Hawaiians are going for Seattle.
I could care less about football. Kind of like the Packers, just because the father-in-law played for him. So that's it.
No stinky cheese, man. No stinky cheese.
No, I'll be surfing.
Till next time.
Hopefully the waves are firing. Aloha.
Woo!